I'm a breast cancer survivor of 22 years. My name's Karen Hayes and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Guide Dogs Victoria. So I was quite young when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. That's a very challenging time in anybody's life, doesn't matter how old you are, but it does make you take a really good hard look at your life, and I'm a great believer in fate. Everything that happens to you for a reason. I think, you know, the fact that I was diagnosed at such an early age in my life really did make me have a look at the way I was living my life, probably burning the candle at both ends a bit, thinking I was 6'10" and bulletproof. Probably didn't have the balance in my life that I do today. So I think it is important to ensure that you listen to your body, and I do that probably more than I ever have before. Understand that your body does need rest, and that does need nutrition, it does need fun. I think the fun factor, people tend to forget, they can get so sort of bogged down in their work and the commitments and all that sort of stuff that they start to forget about having fun. I think as an organisation, I'm really committed to ensuring that we have a bit of fun at Guide Dogs Victoria. Well, as the Chief Executive Officer, my role is really to steer the delivery of our strategic plan. We have a 5-year strategic plan. Everybody knows Guide Dogs Victoria. We've been voted the most trusted charity in Australia for the last 5 years.
So today is a very, very special occasion. Annual graduation day is one of the most significant dates in Guide Dogs Victoria's calendar, and without doubt, as I say, my absolute favourite. 60 years. 60 years. For 60 years, Guide Dogs Victoria has remained committed to our mission to provide Victorians with low vision or blindness with high quality training and support services that will maximise their independence and safety. Take the time to feel proud of what you've done. Your work, love and commitment will live on in the dog you have trained as they support a person who is blind or has low vision, providing adventure, joy and companionship to their new handler.
I have fantastic support. I have a wonderful husband that supports all the work that I do, and I have a great organisation that also supports the work that I do as well. So I guess, if you want something, what's that old saying? If you want something done, give it to a busy person. I guess I'm a pretty good example of that. But I also am the president of a women's football club. We have 160 girls that are playing football for 5 different levels of the club. So of course we're very, very excited about where women's football has gone this year, and we've just recently signed a partnership with the Western Bulldogs that will create pathways for girls playing football from a very young age through to the AFLW level. So I've been very actively involved in women's football for many years. So I'm really delighted where women's football's going. I think it's got a huge future, and I think really what it's done is put football back into the hearts and minds at a grassroots level of the community. So, basically for those 8 years, went to most of the games, watching the guys. But in that time, I was on the board with Jim Stynes, the iconic Melbourne player, and he and I really did drive the whole strategy around women's football, from top 10 years ago, and we played the very first curtain raiser women's game on the MCG in 2013 between Western Bulldogs and Melbourne, and that's really, that really kicked off an amazing agenda around women's football. The older I got, the bigger difference I wanted to make. And people say to me, how do you fit everything in? And I don't watch a lot of TV just because I don't have the time. So therefore, recording shows, there's no point because I don't get time to watch it now. So to watch what I want to watch plus what's recorded, it just wouldn't happen. So it's just, it's what you get used to. Like life is not a dress rehearsal. Let's get on and make it happen. And I really do believe in that. And I guess the more you do, the more you go on to do. And then you realise that there are little things that you do that do make a big difference to other people's lives, and that's really important to me. I was nominated because of the work that I did with Breast Cancer Network Australia to run with the Olympic torch, and that has to be one of the greatest honours of my life. It was amazing. So 500 metres, best 500 metre walk I've ever done. It was fantastic. It was really an honour. So, as I say, my story I think is, one of really humble beginnings, and just working hard and doing the right thing. Hopefully, being really true to my values, and hopefully having a great life ultimately. So, life's pretty good.
I'm a bit sleepy, Mum. Been working all day.